Alright guys, here. I just seen a lot of videos on YouTube showing that people have some awesome setups and stuff and with their characters and everything. So I just want to make a quick video for what I have and see if you guys like it. Comment below and see what your suggestions for me to do. I'll walk you through a few things that I have. Okay? Here. So. So we're gonna start with here. Seems like my favorite character is Druid, and I'll explain why. I think it's my favorite. I enjoy using him. So we'll do a party finder. We'll see who is available. I'll go to hell mode because everything else is just a little bit too weak. We'll start off in rogue encampment, and so far shows that I'm being allied with a few. I just see a grand charm on the ground, so you know sometimes you can get lucky. You can join into some games, and sometimes people drop things because they have too much in their inventory and they're running around and they drop good things, and sometimes I just happen to join the game and no one's there and I pick them up. Obviously, if they leave the game, they leave the game. So what I just found right now, it's unidentified. So I'm going to walk over to Kane and I'm going to identify the item. So I found 19 to life. Not too bad. But I really don't need it for my Druid. You know, you can see in this category here I have all my charms. So I don't need that there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over here. We're going to grab a few more. Put some jewels in there. And organize that a little bit. And okay, so my character. So this is my characters here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so as you can see, my merc. Okay, my merc right there. And I'm trying to make you guys zoom in there. Is that the bow and arrow of the faith? I like it because it gives me the 11-12 Phantasman Aurora equipped. It's really good to give you like attack rating, attack and speed, and I believe that is an ability from the Paladin. And then over here I have Bramble. That gives me level 17 to Thorns, which also is a Paladin. And that is very, very important for Druid and Necromancer because it reflects the amount of damage back to the attacker. It's very effective when you have like Druid and Necromancer, because each of your summon, or each of your animals, they reflect. Besides, I think the bird, it doesn't work on the raven, I believe. So with thorns, and then with this faith bow, it gives literally attack. So this one helps with your attack damage. So with both of them attached, your ability to summon things will take this advantage and be very, very amazing on the battlefield. And then for her, because I was experiencing that she was dying a little bit, so I gave her a level 15 Holy Shock. So this protects anything that comes in near her, so she would kill them. And I like the 10% chance to level 15 Confuse. It happens. It actually, when it does happen, it's a very effective monster that turns around and just walks around because he's confused. Okay, and then it also boosts her her all resistance is really, really good. So she's sending. I have her on Exploding Arrow, and her damage alone is 700. You see that at the bottom. It's really, really good. Okay, now over to me. I'm holding a spirit sword. I like it because it gives me the 29 faster cast rate, 29% cast rate. That's what I really, really like about this. And then 2 to all skills. And then my helmet is the Holocrene Quest. I love this one because it gives me 2 to all skills. And very important, it gives me 117 to life and 117 to mana. Plus all resistance of 15. Plus it gives me 50% chance of finding a better item. So that is really, really good. I'm also holding this one here. This one gives me the 2 to all and all resistance plus 26. So that is also very good. And then I'm holding a Dream Shield, which also gives me a Holy Shock for myself. To keep people away from attacking me. But I also have a Spirit Shield, so sometimes I switch back and forth, getting that extra 2 to all skills. And then my Ignima, it's actually really good. I use it when I need to do quests so I can hop around really quick. I believe I usually use, I'll get to you in a second what I usually use. Then this one here, I have the Mage Fist Light, gives me 1 to fire skills, and plus the most important part about it, it is 20% fast cast rate. That's another great thing. So 20, and then I have 29, that's 49. And then here I have 1 to all skills, boosts I like it because it's like a life tap in a way, because every time I hit, I get 5%, which is not very effective with the Druid at the moment because I'm doing a lot of spells. So that's not really effective. That would be effective more for like a Barbarian or something. But I use it because it 1 to all skills. Plus it has 39 to life based on character level. And then I'm using this one here from the complete set for the Necromancer. I have the entire set already. I just found an extra one, and it was very, very useful because I like it because it cannot be frozen. It gives me 66 to life and 36 to mana, and replenishes life plus 5. And then I have the same ring. I have 2 of them, so I put it on the other spot to give me another Alto 1 skills. And then here I use the actual complete set for Druid. I don't like the whole set because it doesn't give me enough boost like the way I can get it, mixing it up. But I do like the boots because the boots give me a 40% faster run, 50 to life, 10 per damage taken goes to mana. So I use a lot of mana, so this really, really helps. And then I have a torch. I have a Hellfire torch. Gives me a massive boost to 3 to all skills, skill levels, all resistance plus 13. You can probably get higher plus to all resistance. I think it goes up to 20. And then I have this one here, a small charm, the Anunulis. I 1 to all skills, all resistance plus 20, and then very important too, I get an additional 9% to experience gain. And you guys are probably wondering, why am I holding all these grand charms? Well, look at this one. I have 1 grand charm. It gives me a summoning skill plus 37 to life. I have an elemental skill, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to all my elements. So I have an additional 8 to all skills. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, hold on. I think I got one more here. Okay, so on here I got a Call to Arms, which is amazing because as you can see is that I have +6 to battle orders. So I'm going to show you what battle orders. Battle orders is the best one. Battle command, I believe, is to the skill levels. I really don't care about that. And battle cry, who cares about that? +6 to battle orders is the best one that you can get. And I use this for a reason, so I swap back and forth. So an example, let me go to my skill tree, an example. So I believe I'm more like a whirlwind kind of thing. So I have a hurricane, and I have it at 42 with my bonuses. So per, spinning around, the current damage is between 2264 to 2370, okay? And my duration of it is 40 seconds. And then I have the tornado, which I use like all the time. It gives me about 5,000 a tornado. And then I use the twister all the time as well because the cast rate of it is very, very quick, and it shoots out like 3 little tornadoes. So it is really good because it's really, really quick. And I have the cyclone armor. You need to boost this armor up to get your hurricane a longer duration of its time. Okay, and this one here, I really never use it, the Arctic Blast. I don't use it. Shape-shifting, I really don't use it. In the summoning section, I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but if you summon a spirit wolf, you can summon your grizzly bear as well. But if you summon the dare wolf, you cannot summon your grizzly. So I use these, I use my wolves that have 650 life because I have all skills that are accumulated at level 16. I don't even have one skill choice on it. And look what the damage is. It gives me 650 life, and I believe you can summon, 5 wolves? So that's over 3,000 life. And then over here, I'm starting to build this up because this is very important to me, is because it gives me life to my party. So this increases my life and my party by 120%. And I'll show you what that is. It's really good. So out of the poison creeper section, I use more the centered one, Curian Vine, because it replenishes your life. And I was actually thinking about using this for the mana as well. But I like my life. I like staying alive a little bit longer. So with my grizzly bear with no inputs on it, but being level 16 the way it is, it gives me about over 3,000 life. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like when you're walking around. So let me get out of here. So I have like thunder because from the holy shock, see that big red ring around my merc? That's the Phantisman, whatever that word is. That's going around there, right? And then she has the yellow ring kind of going around. You can see it. That is thorns. And then she has her holy shock. And then she has her holy shock. Okay? So now, let me show you something that's pretty cool. Is that I have everything in the background. So the background, I'm going to summon this one. So summoning this one right away kind of boosts my life to 2,168. I'm going to summon my bear. I'm going to summon my vine. I'm going to summon my shield. And I'm going to summon 1 wolf, 2 wolf, 3 wolf, 4 wolf, and 5 wolves. Now, can you see that everyone is picking up those auroras? So, having all additional things, all my summons and my merc are pretty stacked at this moment. Now, carefully look that I have 2168. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to switch to my sword that I have on the other end, right behind me. And watch now, when I use battle orders, look at that. That sound right there is boosting. Look, now I'm at 2168. Now and then I swap back to my other setup, so it gets all that benefits as well. And now I'm boosted up at 2822 with almost 800 of mana. Now, literally makes my guys pretty stacked up. Okay, literally almost very powerful on the battlefield. Now, going to my Merc now, right? Now you can see her damage has increased to about 2,000. Life is almost 4,000 for my Merc. You know, and that's very important. She has more health than I do, right? And I go to my character, right? And this is how I kind of like set him up. The Druid is 215 to strength, 103 to dex, vitalities 300, and energies 57. So as you guys can see is that I barely put anything into the energy, and I have 800, and I still have 25 stat lives, which I not really crazy to use. Okay, now here my regenerating mana is 25%, heal stamina plus 32%, damage reduced by 18%, 17% life stolen per hit, which I don't hit. I use so that really doesn't work for me unless I use my sword, which I won't because I have my hurricane and my twismer, my other ways to kill the enemy. Replenishes my life, which will work for me. Attacks damage does 108, 153% better chance of finding magical items, magic items, plus 9% to experience gain, plus 14 life after each kill. That applies. 8 plus 8 to light resistance, radius, plus 85 to faster run/walk, which is very cool because this guy actually like looks like he's jogging more than walking. Plus 81% fast hit recovery, which is very important because when you get tied up sometimes, it's very hard to get away. So that is really, really good. Plus 49 to faster cast rate, that's huge, and plus 25% damage taken goes to mana. That is amazing. And plus 8 to magic absorb. So any person that uses magic spells or whatever, I absorb plus 8 of it, which I still don't understand how much, but whatever. Cannot be frozen. So especially when you're facing certain enemies, they like to freeze you, which I cannot be frozen. And now back to that. So in hell mode, so what happens is that you're it's okay. I would say it's okay when when you have summonings of something, because you're not really in the front line getting damaged like a barbarian, like a paladin, like even a sorceress, even assassin, Amazon, barbarian, all of them. Those are all front line. So like majority of the time you're gonna be hitting that target. But because of Necromancer and Druid, you have a force with you. They kind of take all the damage. So it's very important that you keep them alive more than you sometimes. So my resistance doesn't have to be a lot unless my force dies. And then I'm left alone. And then, yes, I am very weak. But to get me to that point is pretty hard because I am very, very strong on the battlefield. And then when I take up with other people, it's game over, really. Like if I take up with a paladin and then they have like concentration on, that boosts your damage, or has might on, my summons, myself, we're pretty strong. And it's really good when you tag up with people. That's why I like online, right? So my guy's a level 78, and that's my Druid.